All right. Now, like I said, though, the other hypothetical would be involving little Roddy himself if he, again, had a problem with me I wasn't aware of, or we were talking about other things, right, like dating, right? Now, I, of course, know we're going to drop him off at Vivian's even, right? So, again, right, maybe I proposed, him and his girlfriend, and, I can find me a girlfriend, and we can start going out to the movies or something, right? Like with Myron and all that. And then we'll have two vehicles, my mom's Oldsmobile and Myron's truck we can go out in too, right? Right, something like that, right? Now, in that situation, though, I know the only way it would get weird is if when I had sex with Vivian's daughter or something. Right? Someone get cracked up or that shit over it, right? I know. All right. Now, the worst case for little Roddy is he fucked her first, and then again the girl tried to have sex with me, and I knew she wasn't a virgin, and it blew up in his face that way, right? The other way is Vivian got upset that me and the daughter had sex, right? And she attacked me with that. Because you don't get between a mother and her child to pop her cherry, you know what I mean? And again, right? Because see, I was still under 16, right? Not 17 yet either. And I still couldn't be charged as an adult, even if I did a crime, right? And the only reason I knew that was Myron and David got into trouble when they were 17 because they were a year older than me too, right? But even if I had sex with Vivian's daughter, right? Roddy put the moves on Vivian and I put the moves on the daughter, right? Okay. Does that make sense, right? Well, I popped the daughter's cherry. Vivi got all pissed off, right? Okay. Okay. Understand. Understand, right? Right. And see, Roddy couldn't say anything, but again, right? There you are, right? He seduces Vivian, I have sex with the daughter, right? While he's having sex with her, right? Like I told you before, right? Anyway, and she's become my girlfriend, and we're in a double date, right? Right. I didn't think she would have a problem with it, like, because she's older than Roddy, right? Right. Nor did Roddy, usually. Until it actually unfolded. And me and the daughter had sex, right? Then the bitch from hell rose up like a banshee, right? And wanted to kill me over sex with her daughter because she thought she was too young. But legally she wasn't, nor was I know. See, that's the problem about that too, right? See, if you're both under the age of 17, right, you're still minors in the eyes of the law, right? Now, as we would be arguing about it, I would try to, be as kosher as I could about it, right? And that it kind of became the plan, but wasn't really the plan, but it happened anyway. And, we're also being careful about it because it's the end of the month, so she ain't going to get pregnant or anything, right? We just kind of had sex, right? You know what I mean, right? Right. Now, this is also from a point of amnesia, too, right? I don't remember what that happened, right? And same with the three-story fall and being around Daphne if anything happened there, he did, right? See, Daphne, if someone's trying to make me think something happened with amnesia, I keep telling you, they gonna make me think something happened even if it didn't, right? See, that you're lying to cover your mother or something, because, see, the problem with that, though, right, is if your daughter does come in there to me, I know I gotta ask her who showed her that. You know I gotta ask her who showed her that. And you know I'd ask her who showed her that. Why? No one would show her that. No one would show her that. Unless they're a vindictive bastard asshole from Italy. And don't know the difference between a work related mental disability, right? and someone who's movie batshit, right? See, there's a difference there too. The psychos in the movies are usually out to kill your ass, right? But not someone who went mentally ill in the Navy, right? They're having a job performance problem with their shitmates, usually, right? Having to do with, again, are you in or out that part of the Navy? See, I'm starting to think there was two parts of the Navy they wanted to see if I would be a part of. And when I chose not to be a part of that part of the Navy, right, they just wrote me out of it altogether, right? Which, like I told them, I would sooner clean your shit than fuck you in your shithole. Or let you fuck me in my shithole. I don't do that. Again, graphically, yes, said, right? But not meant to offend, right? If you know what I mean, right? And that's the point, right? Okay, okay. If you know where we're at here, right? But I don't find the shitter attractive, right? I know. As far as sexual, not even with the woman, really. But Satan might for dubious reasons. Now, I'm not saying everyone who does anal sex, though, is wrong to do anal sex, right? There are reasons and times when you might need to do it, and it's allowed by what? Through faith? Why can anal sex be allowed, right? Through grace. What is grace? Well, grace is sometimes when you do something someone tells you not to do because to do something different would produce a different result, right? Usually, right? Right? It's called, you can do it anyway if you do it a certain way, right? In other words, see, right? Now, like I was explaining about Lance Bass and how he figured out he was gay for himself, right? Though to a Christian, Lance, you're just being a Christian male, waiting for a relationship with a woman. Even if you don't get a boner, right? Dancing with the Baby, right? Or whatever her name was, right? The actress who played the girl in Boy Meets World, right? Alright, anyway. Now, if that knows what you're doing to base your, if you're gay or not, that's up to you too. I can't tell you what to do, right? But, that's your inner feelings, though. If you make the decision, though, right? See, here's how the thought process works. You got this choice in life, all right? And there's four of them, right? All right, when you're growing up, you're either going to go after the females, right? Like I did, starting in the third grade. Right. Or you're going to go after the males, right? And that too applies to the males and females as well, right? You're around, right? So that's your only two choices, right? Now, once in a while, a child will be born that's hermaphroditic, or a little different, or a little transgendered even, and there's a reason for that. Well, Christ isn't in one form, but three forms, and this is what Peter and the disciples didn't want to hear about the transfiguration. It's a transfiguration, asshole. Even you know Jesus was metamorphing into more than one person. But your problem is gender. You're so male dominated by the first century Jews. You're excluding the female from the image of God, right? And that's your sin. That's your sin. And that's a moral compass sin, not political. I don't know. But the sin can also be what? Forgiven. Forgiven! That's the thing, too, about any sin. Yes, you're being male chauvinist pig bastards, right? As they would call you, right? But you gotta live with the male chauvinist pig bastard as long as he's, doing his woman somewhat right, right? Now, it gets real chauvinist, though, male Jews, right? If you gotta put a damn sheet over your wife, poke a hole through it and have sex with it, right? You're going back shit then. I'm sorry you are. Can't even see your own wife naked because Moses talk about the nakedness of your sister, the nakedness of your mother, and all that stuff, right? And not uncovering it, right? That's taking the law too far, right? The way you can't even see your own wife naked. Right, right. I've heard of that too. I've heard of that too. If you can't see your own wife naked because of the sin, you're still in the sin. Right? And you're not supposed to have sex with her either if you're still in the sin. Because you don't even know she's your wife, right? See, that's still adultery to have sex with a woman you're not sure is your wife anyway. I know. That's why it's called married and being given in marriage. Like it's a sin. It is a moral sin to do that. It's also a moral sin to have sex with a man who's not your husband, right? If you're going to go gay, you know what I mean? Or if you're a wife and you have a wife, well, you can't cheat on each other if you're going to be legally married to each other because that's what the contract's about. You're pledging your fidelity, right, to someone. Or your infidelity, right? Even that's the point, too. Some people marry just to get around other people who want to be sweeter, right? Even, right? And that's okay, too. Right? Guess what? Guess what? To not judge, though, means you don't judge it. Newsflash! Because if you judge it, you condemn yourself, right? The first person you judge when you judge adultery is yourself, right? When you want to commit it with another person, right? And the other person don't even know what the hell you're on about, right? And that's Satan sitting from Eden on, right? He's the one being adulterous there, wanting some kind of weird menage a trois with Adam and Eve, right? Hiding behind the fig tree, right? Putting his penis on it, making Eve think it's a serpent in the tree, right? Getting him a piece of apple or fig tree. You understand? He's getting him a fig fruit. He wanting that pussy. That P-U-S-S-S-S-Y. It got no alibi. And he's using her naivete, right? Because she may have seen the serpents eating from the tree the fruit they needed to eat of if they had legs. That's one of the rumors, too. Now, all reptiles, except for fishes and eels, for example, right, have appendages, but the same. But they do have the appearance of an appendage, 4 of them, right, that are no longer appendages, right? And they think the serpent was cursed to go around on the ground and eat the dust of the earth, right? And to strike at the heel of the man as he used to strike at its head, right? This too represents the fall in Eden, right? And again, this is religious, not political. Right. Now, the thing about not judging your sins means I can't even judge it if you want to murder me, right? Like Jesus had to forgive them for they did not know what they're doing, right? When they tried to kill his ass and send him to the cross, right? It don't matter who was involved with the betrayal, even the disciples were involved with the betrayal, dumbass, right? Peter no more fought for Jesus, right, than the soldiers who captured him. Come on. The man never held a sword in his life, right? And then wants to attack the soldier with a glancing blow to the ear. And, where Christ had to heal his ear. Because he has the true mercy of God, right? See, Satan, Peter, has no mercy for you. Jesus still does. He's your only way really out. Even if you did all kind of crazy things to his body afterwards, the first reference is the fiery furnace and that he was with the three Hebrew children, right? And he was not consumed, right, by it. The second Peter is Jephthah's daughter. The question is, Peter, did they offer her up in the burnt offering as he actually vowed, or did they leave her a virgin, right? And she never knew a man, right? Either way, right? He was left childless and without descent, right? And cut off from the land of the living, right? And did not have an heir after she died, right? That's what that means. That's what that means. But did you take it too far with Christ? Now, to be so marred, Peter, that you're not